Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. So I have a project for us. I'm making some arrangements to take out to a graveyard, a cemetery. This will be for my mother-in-law and my stepson, which we didn't really do step in our family, but anyways, it's to decorate their headstone. So I went out. I have some of these flowers, so I've got a whole bunch. Let's see if I can get them all on camera. I've got some red, white, and blue that I wanted to do for this time of year. And I had some on hand. I got some at the Dollar Tree, but then I went to Walmart, and honestly, I can get flowers at a better price at Walmart now than I can the Dollar Tree, because they're $1.50 now, and I got these bundles here for $1. I think it was $1.28. And they're just going to set out in the weather. So that's why I went super dark blue. That way the light blue that I kind of wanted, they'll be that way in just a short while. So when I'm preparing my stems, my bushes, I pull them all apart so that I can get right in here next to this base, and then I just cut them off. And I went ahead and I pushed all the greenery up towards the buds, as well as take off that price tag. And I do these just assembly line kind of thing. And that's really all I throw away. Just that little piece there. So we've got a couple more to do. So again, I'm going to bend them all down. I'm going to push the greens up. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. We'll go ahead and prep up the other one. Like I said, I like to do them assembly line. So I'm keeping these super long. The Gerber daisies are not super long because I had them on hand already, but I'll show you how I'm combating that shorter stem. So go ahead and we're going to pull these off. Get all the prices out of there. So then we'll just cut. All right. So there we are. So there's our bundles, and then I did find these. Kind of like these, just to give it a filler kind of look. They were a little bit harder to find full bunches. Some of them are missing, but then there were some that were laying loose, so I got those. So I'm going to wait to cut these all apart. And then I have these little daisies from another project. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make several of these, just a little bundle. And again, they're going to be outside, so I'll show you. I actually wind the stems together, and then I put a piece of wire around it. And then we'll probably use these wire ties just to pull it all together. But the way when I'm going to do this, so here I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I like odd numbers. I think it's more pleasing to the eye. So something simple. And what I want to do is I know I want to wrap these shorter stems around a longer stem. So I'm just going to literally wrap them. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a blue one. This one can be a little bit longer. Again, I push all the greenery up towards the flower because I do want them where they kind of have that different layers, different heights. So here's the blue one. I'm just going to keep wrapping. So I have a couple short ones also, something that I had on hand, but they're just kind of pretty. So see how that red one just came apart? So I'm just going to go back in and I'm just going to just kind of there. And we're going to end up bending these down. Some of these, see how I bent them down just to give it that little bouquet kind of look, because then when you put them all together, they look really good. So again, I'm going to just twist around. So those were a couple short ones. So now I'm going to look for another red one, and then I'm going to put a blue one around it, and then we'll just keep building. So now we've got 2 red, 2 white. This will make the second blue one. And they won't all look exactly alike, but they'll be similar. So see how that holds it all together? Then as I come, I'm going to bend these down just a little bit, bring this white one out a little bit. So we can put another white one right in here. It's a little bit shorter, so I'm just going to weave it in. And I'm just letting the wires work for me. Right? So again, we'll put a red one over here, and then we're going to do a blue one right here. And so again, I'm going to, first of all, I want all my greenery up. There we go. So I'm just going to use this like I would a piece of wire. Get that one tucked around. So now I'm going to use this and wind around to hold those ends for me. And then I've got a piece of wire here. Doesn't have to be super long, because all I'm going to do is tuck this up in here, and then I'm just going to wind it. Wire wrapping. And then I have this one right here that's poking out quite a bit. So we're going to just get rid of that little piece, and then tuck that one in, and there's our little bundle. And so once you start putting them all together, you'll have those different heights. So it makes it look nicer. So one thing I do want to do is come in and just bend them where they're facing out. Just like that. So it looks like this.
All right. So we're just going to make several of those, and keeping in mind I have 2 urns on the side and then 1 saddle position, but it is still a vase. So basically 3 bundles, 1 larger on the top, middle, and then 2 smaller ones on the side. All right, so we're just gonna pull everything forward. So we end up with this. Okay. So what I might do is wire these together, and then I'm going to add white. I'm going to add white before, I think. I think that's what I'll do. This will be my middle. These will be my two sides. We have 2, 3. So part of the design process is when you work with what you have. Number 1, 4, 4. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll add a white to each one. I'm not going to worry about those, the wire, because we're going to put these all together. We have one blue one. I think I want to put a blue one right there. So now I'm just going to get those wrapped and then just sort of arrange them, see how we can put them together. Something like that. So what we got to decide. Let's do these, and then we're going to come back and see what we're going to do with those, if anything. Okay. Let's see what they look like. So I want them to come down a little bit. Okay. All right, now let's try it again. I've got those. This here. All right. So okay. All right, that was a temporary one. Just cut it out. All right. Then we're going to clean up some of these ends that poke out. Alright, that gives us our legs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to include it in this. So I'm just going to push it real tightly around here. I'm going to bring it down. Alright, look at that one. That one came out pretty, right? And so then this, once he puts it in the urn, he'll be able to bend these ends out, and that'll keep the wind from whooshing it out. Alright, so we're going to come back to this one. So this is a side, let's see. That's one side. the other side. And I don't cut it all the way through. I just sort of, well, it wants to do it right there, so that's okay. We're going to add one of these and then put more tape around it. Give this one more tug. There we go. It's about as tight as we're going to get it. Alright, so we're going to use this piece we had here, and then we'll put another piece on top. Actually, I'm going to go this side first. Much holding it. And then there's our centerpiece. All right. Let's get it cleaned up and then I'll show you some close-ups. All right, these will be the two on the side. Just simple patriotic colors. And then the centerpiece, the center flower. All right. Once we get them taken out there, I'll do a picture of that as well for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? And well, until next time, happy crafting!